So after fermentation and lagering, maturation, the beer is at its peak. It's not going to get any better. We're ready to move it into a serving tank and bring it to the guest. Now some beers, we're going to move directly to the serving tank because those beers don't need to be filtered. Part of their distinctive characteristics come from the yeast. In fact, Hefe in Hefeweizen actually means yeast, and that banana clove character comes from the yeast itself, so we're going to let that stay in there. Other beers, like the Export and Märzen, part of their distinctiveness is that they are pretty. So we want to filter that yeast out of there and make them bright and crystal clear. This is our filter right here. It's a very nice Swiss sheet filter. You can see each plate here has a filter sheet that we put in between there. We'll pass the beer through, and it's a very loose filtration. We're not trying to do sterile filtration like a big brewery would do that actually strips out flavor. We're just trying to make the beer pretty. So it goes through the filter and then out and into one of our 8 serving tanks back here. And at that point, the beer is ready to roll. Once the beer is in the serving tank, or bright beer tank as brewers call them, it just doesn't get any better than that. It's at its peak of perfection. We're able to monitor the temperature, the CO2 levels, and know that that beer is always going to maintain its perfect status. Now there are some enemies to beer quality: light, heat, oxygen. All these things come into play when a beer is put into a package and sent out onto the trade, as they say. We have a brewer on site who's going to be monitoring that beer through its entire lifetime, making sure that it's maintaining its quality. If it starts to go downhill, it goes down the drain. That brewer is going to be sure that that beer in your glass is at its peak of perfection, every glass, every guest, every time.